Welcome to a quick introduction to the Tunnel Entrance Safety System, or TESS for short. While we're not going to do a deep dive into technical details, this video will cover what TESS is, why we designed it, how it interfaces with your tunnel controller, what we detect and track, and how you can customize it. TESS is an AI-powered computer vision safety system that tracks a customer's position and vehicle features as they enter your tunnel, before any other in-tunnel tracking takes over. This system is installed where your loader personnel would normally stand, and during lower car count hours, your loader can step away to do other important tasks without worrying about interrupting the flow of cars coming into your tunnel. The TESS screen reacts to your tunnel controller and TESS server to show the customer directions on how to approach the conveyor or belt, their wash package selection, and other important information via overlay images or videos. While it doesn't completely replace your loader personnel, it helps keep your tunnel safe when there are other things to do. During times when you're expecting high volume of customers, it's still advisable to keep your loader personnel on hand to help smooth out any bumps along the way. We created this system to solve a big problem. Nearly all tunnel tracking and safety systems only begin tracking a vehicle once it has passed your tire eye, entrance eye, or other in-tunnel trigger, after the car is already fully on your conveyor or belt. This is especially dangerous for belt systems since the tires aren't forced into a single file line like a chain and roller conveyor does. If even one tire is slightly off the belt, the friction can cause the car to slide or rotate as it's dragged along the tunnel, potentially damaging your equipment, the customer's vehicle, or worse. This actually happened at one of the washes our company owner operates. The customer didn't load onto the belt properly and one of the tires was slightly off of the belt. The friction with the grating and concrete had spun the vehicle a full 180 degrees in the middle of the tunnel after being dragged by the belt, severely damaging several pieces of tunnel equipment and the customer's vehicle. That costly error inspired him to create a robust and intelligent system to help your customers load right every time. TESS prevents this whole drag and crash scenario by tracking your customer's vehicle before they even enter the tunnel, giving them positioning directions along the way, and continuing to track them until they reach your in-tunnel safety system. Once a vehicle is on your conveyor or belt, we switch modes from giving directions to showing their wash package and sending emergency stop or conveyor pause signals. If the vehicle is off track when it reaches the conveyor's start point, or at any point within TESS's visibility, we send a signal from one of our system's outputs to your tunnel controller's input node as a conveyor pause or e-stop. We recommend setting this input on your tunnel controller as an interrupt that pauses the conveyor without stopping the rest of your equipment. That way, you can fix the issue without interrupting the wash cycles of other cars in the tunnel. TESS is a tightly integrated system with many working parts, all designed to give you the fastest response times and best tracking possible at your tunnel entrance. Interfacing with your tunnel controller happens inside of the driver's side cabinet and communicates via an optional built-in Laguna node. Our isolated Ethernet-enabled digital I/O device handles communication between the TESS server and your tunnel controller. All of this works together with our vehicle tracking AI to give your customers a smooth loading experience and give you peace of mind knowing they're going to be loaded right every time. This is the TESS server. It's the brains of the operation. All digital inputs and outputs, communication with our signage screens, and management of the isolated TESS network happen here. It's small but mighty and can be installed just about anywhere in your IT cabinet or office setup. This tiny box is where our AI lives. Our computer vision system tracks several aspects of each vehicle entering your tunnel, including the customer's tire position, their front bumper, the roof for roof racks, and the rear of the vehicle for open truck beds. The tire position tracking is used to show the customer overlay images or videos giving them approach directions. This is done by tracking the tires against a trained path, ensuring they stay centered on the conveyor. This same tire tracking also sends the send car signal to the tunnel controller, letting it know there's a car in the proper position at the front of the conveyor to show their wash package graphic or video. That graphic acts like a stop sign, telling the customer they're done moving forward and should follow the directions on the screen. If their tires are off the conveyor, a different signal is sent to the tunnel controller as an e-stop or conveyor pause, giving the loading attendant a chance to correct the vehicle and send it on its way, without interrupting the rest of the tunnel flow. We use image recognition on the bumper, roof rack, and truck bed to send automatic retract signals for the current car to the tunnel controller. Special bumper grills, ski racks, kayak racks, luggage racks, and open truck beds, either empty or full, are all detected and signals are sent accordingly. Each signal can be read by your tunnel controller to apply retracts to your brushes, keeping your equipment and the customer's vehicle safe. Now that you're familiar with what TESS is, and have a general idea of how it works, let's talk about the types of graphics you can display and some of the options you have when ordering and setting up your TESS. Our standard recommended setup is to use the first 4 inputs for your wash packages in ascending order. If you have fewer than 4, just skip the ones you don't use. If you have more, we'll be happy to program them in. The last 4 inputs are up to you, but most common ones we see are wait and starting. Wait is typically used when your conveyor is off, for example, to save electricity when a car hasn't come through in a while. This screen is perfect for when you want a customer to hang tight while a loading attendant starts the conveyor again. Starting is used when the conveyor is powering on, warning people to stand back until it's safe to proceed. The outputs from TESS include conveyor pause, send car, bumper, roof rack, and open truck bed. We already covered how conveyor pause and send car work. Bumper, roof rack, and open truck bed outputs function the same way. When one is detected, TESS sends the signal, and your tunnel controller applies the correct retracts for that car. While we don't typically show graphics for these, we can program them in if you'd like. Approach positioning signals are also tied to these outputs, but they're not generally used as input signals to your tunnel controller. Next, let's talk about a few options for TESS. TESS comes in 2 different sizes, each suited to different use cases. The larger towers take up more room and give a clear visual boundary between where TESS ends and your in-tunnel tracking begins. These also come with a loudspeaker to give customers audio directions and an optional built-in PBS 5000 push-button station to safely control your Laguna MCC directly from the cabinet. You can choose either our standard dual-screen setup, so customers can see both sides of their car, or a single driver side only screen if space is limited. And if you really need to save space, we have a smaller TESS unit that's typically used for chain and roller conveyors or very narrow tunnel entrances. This version doesn't come with a speaker, but otherwise functions the same as the larger tower. Our TESS servers also function as a dashboard, giving you control over your TESS installation without needing to contact support. Don't worry though, our support team is always ready to help you if you need it. The dashboard is displayed on a loading screen in your tunnel and is touch-friendly. It can be customized to include whatever TESS functions you need. Just contact support to set it up. And last but not least, if you need smart signage that reacts to your tunnel controller but doesn't require vehicle tracking, we have a solution for that too. Click the card on the screen to check out our directional signage system. And feel free to contact our sales or support team if you're interested in purchasing one of these powerful signage and safety systems for yourself.